All right, we are live. Yo, what is going on, everyone? Charlie checking in. Miss Rachel Lynn in the house. Throwing up a couple of Wolfpack signs right there. Much love to you right there, Rachel. Thank you for joining us. First mod in the house. First viewer here. Thank you for joining. I know I said I was going to get on here at 6 o'clock, but had some important things going down, guys. I don't know if you all recognized or noticed earlier, but our community post, yeah, man, we got ourselves a brand new truck, 2019 Ford Ranger XLT, and it is awesome, man. What is up, everybody? Thank you all so much for joining. Ace Man in the house, Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Much love to all my mods. I love you guys. I love subs too. Definitely love subs. Meatball sub is probably my favorite. What about you? Gunnar York in the house, Steph Mendoza, Uncle Phil in the place. What's up, brother? Hopefully you're having a great night. Happy Saturday to you, man. Thank you for deciding to spend it with me, man. Hopefully none of y'all had really not much going on like me, or hopefully y'all did. Y'all decided to just join anyway. In the age of cell phones and shit, you can just connect anytime. You don't have to necessarily be at home. Doing nothing. That's kind of my old age coming through. Pennywise the dancing on what is up. Hey, Georgie. Doing all right? Oh my god, that's weird. I'm sorry. Forgive me, bro. Roddy Strong, bro. Colby Smith, spazzing out. Cryptic Angel, Anonymous, Moon Man. Much love, Moon Man. Philip Villarreal, Lucy Weber, Livy Tyler, Kylie Lopez, Mike and Mary Adventure Seekers, Steph Mendoza, CM Punk for Life, D Beats. What's up, Ace Man? Ace Man, what's up, Ace? Hopefully you're doing all right, brother. Much love to you. Happy Saturday. Hopefully all is well. I seen your post earlier. What did you say about Miss Roasted Studios? Let's take a look here, guys. As we all know, title of the video, the live stream tonight, kid behind the camera being sued, supposedly. Not exactly sure what is up with that. Um, but yeah, because the source to where we got that from is a little vague. It's a little hazy as to actually. Yeah, Miss Cotty Wample says she didn't sue kid behind a camera. So yeah, she says at first I thought she was like kid behind a camera got sued by she had sued him and that she had won and then I was like, oh shit, well hell damn if like she did then maybe send that motherfucker my way. You know what I mean? Maybe I could see what but as I can attest to you all guys, having been in a court of law, you know, sat through the process of a defamation lawsuit between certain characters that I shall leave nameless. I watched it all go down. I knew all the facts and all the shit that went down still didn't merit any sort of slander, if there was any sort of trespassing, um, trespassing, should I say, what do they call that? 100-foot restraining order type deal or whatever. It was signed voluntarily. It wasn't made. They're like, okay, I'll just sign it. You know, I could tell y'all how that went down. I think we already told you, but anyway, we'll get into that, here in a bit, maybe more. But yeah, Mrs. Roasted Studios. Like I say, she was kind of a hard one to kind of believe anyway, guys. I'll tell you a story about her here in a little bit. Jeremy Gerber in the house. What's up, man? The River Fam says, "Oh, Jeremy Gerber says, any big plans for Christmas, bud? Also wanted to make sure you knew I was here." Well, thank you for joining, man. Much love to you. And yes, man, we are going to Florida again this year for Christmas. Wanted to go check out Billy Swamp Safari. It's a Native American safari type reserve in Florida, and it's really awesome. But it's closed until the first of the year, so we're not going to be able to go check that out. I'm not sure what just yet, but excuse me, I got something in my throat. Richard Flores in the house. Much love to you. Says, can you tell the story about when you and Mike and your cousin went to Pineapple Express? Oh man. That's an embarrassing story, guys. Holy shit. I don't know. Maybe another time. I don't know if tonight's actually the night for that. Tonight's the night for celebrating. You know, I'm I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we'll see. Pennywise, I see Isaac is acting like a child using his kids as pawn to get Nikki back. Never seen such an immature male in my life. Well, you didn't think that I was going to do a live stream and not talk about Pig Popper, did you? No, 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 no. There's a lot of fireworks going on at the guest household, and we are going to touch base on all that too. Apparently, Nikki went out for the weekend, hung out with some friends, took some pictures and some videos for her Twitter or Snapchat. Just like women do, posting on social media, just like anybody does, women or men, you know what I mean? And man, Isaac got so insanely blind with anger and jealousy, guys, that he has just been on a tear the last 24 hours, and it's been really awesome to see. It's been kind of sad because, like I say, it's definitely a form of child abuse for the children. Got to be very traumatizing to see mommy and daddy once again going at it and being split up, you know what I mean? And having daddy talk so much bad shit about the kids and also using them, for his own twisted game of manipulation and control, as it were. What is this? He had Nikki arrested for PFA, had her removed from the home. Said that he was afraid of his safety, that she wasn't, that she was not allowed to be there anymore. So had her arrested and served a PFA, to which he is, openly trying to break himself. He was like, "You won't come back home for your kids," blaming it on the children, even though, the reason that she's not there in the first place is because he's put the fucking charges on her. He had her removed from the home and then blames her for not being there. What kind of shit is that? Oh, what is that? Sound like something weird happened in there. Agent 007 says, "Sued for what?" So let's take a look here. I want you all to have a listen here. And I got to be honest with you, I'm still kind of deciphering it myself. I really only listened to it one time. But this is from a Roasted Studios on YouTube, who has pretty much created a channel, basically, going after dad, attacking dad and the family, for years. The what about the abuse, hashtag what about the abuse. How many times have we seen that shit pop up? They like to bring up, some videos and shit that maybe kind of, I don't know, we're crazy. I mean, my family was wild, dude. Like, I don't know what some people would consider abuse, other maybe not. Like I say, I grew up in far worse. I'm saying? I still love my father to death. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't change the way that I was, a thing about the way I was raised, you know what I mean, for the man that I am today. You know what I mean? Quite frankly, Big Popper, thank you so much. Says he keeps giving her the opinion of the option of seeing the kids, hoping she will accept so he can violate her. Huh? Dude, I like that, man. Well, should I say I don't like that? Because I wasn't even thinking that way. Isn't that shitty? But you know what? He is a troll, and that's exactly how he does it. Like, did he not drive 1,500 miles from Pennsylvania to get in my face and say, "Hit me, hit me, hit me," trying to get me to hit him so that I can go to jail. Or every time you get into a flame war with him on Twitter, he has to report. He'll talk some shit to you, and you talk some shit back to you, and then you talk some shit back to him, then he reports you. and you get suspended for 5 days or whatever. I've learned not to let those fuckers draw me into that type of shit, at all. I didn't always know how to play that game. Ace Man says Big Popper's gonna get her in the house and sit on her. He's gonna get her back in the house and smooth her on in, like, hey babe, he's gonna get his hair all done up, If you smell what the crock is cooking, he's gonna get it lined up and spray some of that perfume on. Try to put on the charm. I've been thinking about you a lot, baby. Silver Surfer, thank you so much, bro. This is happy belated birthday. Grandpa would be proud of you. I know you told this story before, but can you please tell us the Pineapple Express story? All right. Well, maybe towards the end, after we get a lot of this shit through, remind me here in about an hour. Stick with me, man. Or come back. Go watch something. Come back in about an hour and be like, hey, Chuckles, hit me up with that Pineapple Express story. Because that is it was kind of funny, man. It was foretold too. Like I said, there was somebody in the bathroom who was like, "Yeah, man, you gonna act up." I was like, "Nah, man, nah, man, I ain't gonna fuck." Meanwhile, I'm pissing halfway down my own leg. Oh man, dude, I tell you, I was a fucked up drunk. I had a lot of fun. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, I had a lot of fun in my drinking days, bitching and raising hell and getting in shit. But there was a lot of misery mixed into that shit, man. It wasn't worth it, honestly, man. Waking up the next morning and, seeing that you obliterated relationships. Some other ones you have a chance to repair, but it's going to take work. You're like, fuck, regret and anger and all that shit. Yada, yada. Isaac's back titties, man. Thank you so much, man. He says he likes to bash Nikki about being a bad parent when he let her treat those kids bad and stays on the computer live streaming for hours instead. And what was this? He went live the last night or night before and was going on about just cattle prating on about being high. Oh man, I'm so high. Oh, I gotta tell you, I'm so high, man. And then like one of the kids in the background, Daddy, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast. Need you to change my duty, Daddy. And Daddy, I'm high. I'm fucking dripping balls on the drink. Oh man, it's crazy, and it's got to be really bad right now because, like I say, I went through a relationship, a breakup between dad and mom. Back whenever I was 11, 12 years old. That's right around the age of Isaac's oldest son, probably. So I can relate a lot with that kid, And I remember how it was. Mom took the girls, dad had the boys, and just dad, just that air of just depression, and just something missing. That spark was gone. Dad trying to act like everything's okay, but meanwhile, he's shit's going on. Mama's not there. Thiago da Silva. Thiago da Silva. Much love to Dubai. How about that shit? Dubai's got it going on, man. Much love out there, bro. The world's tallest building. Got all kinds of crazy indoor skiing and shit, man. That's where all the money is, man. I need to get on that island. The world. What do they call that? The world, that floating island with different shapes of the world. Yeah, TJ Swan in the house. What's up, Swan? Hope you're having a great night, Moon. Thank you for joining, brother. Hadn't seen you around in a while. Are we like not friends on Facebook or something? Or have you given that shit up? You get tired of seeing everybody's bullshit? Yeah. Thiago says the Palms Island. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to go get America over there. Hold down America, man. Make a new America. A true America, something that everyone can actually be proud of, and we can party on, bro. No, I'm playing. Yeah. Jordan Lodge, what's up? Thought Fatty was being kicked out of his house. I mean, so did I. Honestly, like they're supposed to meet, the 30th of November to have a supposedly the final meeting, the final resolution for the for this case, and then Popper used that to use him and his wife splitting up as an excuse to not go to court. He said, "My kids come first. I'm going to get child support. I'm going to get full custody. Blah 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 blah." Acting like a true blue, honest, providing parent. Whenever he has done nothing to provide for those children, whatsoever, aside from, get into places and then just ride the lease and ride the paperwork and ride the judicial system out for as long as he can. This isn't the first time that this has happened. And I guarantee you that it will not be the last, man, at all. Ace Man says, Charlie, did y'all trade in Dusty or the Jeep for the truck? Man, I'm not trading in my Jeep. Hell no, man. I love that thing. We traded in Dusty, man. We actually took her to the mechanic Friday and had him drive it around, a little bit and give us a call later. And we told you that the Kia was skipping. For some reason while we were riding, it would start skipping. We didn't know if it was like a alternator problem or whether it was air filter, fuel pump. Daleen Carmen says poop. It wasn't any poop in the engine. Thank God. That probably would have really dried it out, really caked up the pistons. Nah, man. Any guess? Any guess, Ace, to what you think that was causing the skip? Unit Theory says sounds like the transmission. Bingo! The trans was skipping and slipping. We didn't really realize, being that it's an automatic, you know what I mean? I guess you don't necessarily feel like you don't feel the transition of the gearbox, like you do, in a straight drive. And yeah, so whenever as it was gearing up, it would skip. Not necessarily when it was gearing down, but when it would gear up, it was yeah. A says Kia Transes are very expensive. So yeah, it definitely was. We were faced with the option, because we almost had the car paid off, and so we were faced with the option of either, getting a new transmission and then paying the car off and then sitting on it for another year or two, or finding us something new, something that we'll have to continue making payments for another few years, but overall, we'll have something newer, something bigger, and that's what we did, with using the car as the cheese, quite frankly, didn't have to really put much down on payment, and traded old Dusty on in, bro. Yeah, she took us all over the damn place, man. She was a very good, faithful companion of ours, and I'll definitely, sing praises for Kias. It was my first time ever owning a Kia. Actually, I mean, it was Erica's, but like I still drove it and helped, keep maintenance and all, and experienced, how a Kia operates, and Kias are really nice vehicles, man. Erica was taking this damn car all across the mountain, taking this fucker down dirt roads and shit that it had no business being on it whatsoever, guys. And damn, yeah, it made us, dude, it kept us going, man. We traded in at 125,000 miles, and for 2019 Ford Ranger XLT, a Blue Ranger. What's the guy's name on the Power Rangers? Go Power Rangers! The Blue Ranger was always my least favorite. What's his name? Billy or whatever. The bookworm Billy with the big old glasses and shit. He was always my least favorite. But hey, we got us a Blue Ranger. And I'll never forget it, guys. I might be exposing Dad a little bit, whatever, on this story, but whatever, here it goes, man. It's a Christmas story. A Green Family Christmas story. Who wants to hear a Green Family Christmas story? Conjuring up images of Rangers with exploding engines and vans on fire. Vans blazing on fire in the middle of the night, brighter than Rudolph's bright, shiny red fucking nose. So, anyways, I was thinking about that today before we actually went to the car lot. I was like, wouldn't it be funny that if we got a Ranger right here for the holidays? Wouldn't that be fucking interesting? There'd be some sort of correlation right there that I can draw, to make a picture of the past, of my memory, of my childhood memory. And yeah, man, I remember back in, what was it, 1990, perhaps, maybe 91. I was in third grade. We were living in Goose Creek. Um, most of our lives up to that point, we were bouncing around from apartment complexes to trailer to apartment complex. Dad was a heat and airman, uh, worked on units, heat and air units, both for apartment buildings and also this slumlord named Henry Brown. You can look him up if you want. He now sits on the House of Representatives. Mr. Henry Brown. He was a slumlord, basically, that employed Dad's services for cheap while letting us live in one of the slums. And so yeah, so somehow Dad had actually kind of lucked into a nice house. We actually for third grade, we moved into this little neighborhood. I forget the name of the neighborhood, but the name of the road was Amy Drive in Goose Creek. If you want to look that up, Amy Drive. And had us a nice little 3-bedroom brick house, dude. It was awesome in the back of a neighborhood with a whole bunch of kids, dude. I ended up having the best Halloween ever there. Had like my best birthday there, best Christmas. Well, not the best Christmas, but one of them. And Ace Man says I got a Ranger, but 19 years old. Hey man, Hey man, you gotta love a Ranger though, man. Part of the Ranger Club. Is there any Ranger like signal or wave whenever you pass another Ranger? You know how when like how it is with Jeeps. Every time I pass another Jeep, you gotta throw up the deuces or something, man. A little recognition or whatever. A little brotherly love, a little fraternity love there. I don't know if the Rangers if there's a Ranger club or not, man. I just gotta be like, gotta start making that every time I see a Ranger, be like, cheers to your Ranger, or maybe not a salute. That's for soldiers, I guess, or whatever. So, but anyway, so back to the story, man. Oh man, I almost lost myself. Yeah. So, oh man, this is bad. This is bad. Oh man, I'm kind of all over the place. But so anyways, yeah, man. We're living at Goose Creek, got our own little house. It was so awesome. And Dad was doing, I don't know if Dad was doing his own thing or whatnot, but he had this weird van, work van. It was like it was almost like a utility green. I don't know if you know what a utility green is, like a mint green type, almost what you imagine when the colors of those PVC pipes. Sometimes you'll see, or like maybe like medical smocks or whatever. It's almost like a medium kind of minty kind of green or whatever. It was it was weird, and it was an old Bell South work utility van that Dad bought and then just transferred it into his work van, and he kept all his shit in there, man. His propane, all of his tools. He even had a damn a car phone. I'd never seen anything like it, before or after. I guess being that it was an old AT&T work van, it had a spot into the cigarette lighter where you can actually plug in a freaking damn phone, like the square box phones with the handle, with the ear and mouthpiece and the little cord. It wasn't a rotary. It had the buttons, the the grid pattern numbers or whatever. But yeah, a big old fucking house phone that we'd have in our house, you could plug into your cigarette lighter, and I don't know how the hell it worked. I guess there was satellite capabilities in this van. The van looked shitty as shit balls. Like it was got, excuse my language, like it got drug out of a river. But I never did even share the link to this tonight's live stream, and we got 400 people watching, man. Wow, thank you so much for watching, man. Alex James says, "Who keeps removing my comments, for fuck's sakes?" Mount Mayhem. What up, funnel head? Dun 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 dun. All right, guys. I got to tell you what. I work with the guy that I don't think he's gonna watch. I don't know. I shouldn't say. Yeah, who knows? You never know. So anyway, funnel heads. You gotta love them damn funnel heads, don't you? Oh man. Dun 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 dun. Anyways, oh man, thank you for joining, bro. I'm telling a wild family story, man. A green family Christmas story tonight. Yeah, man, check this one out, bro. It's all about cars ablaze and Toys R Us toys and exploding engines. Man, this is a story of karma right here, guys. So, anyways, like I say, Dad had this weird butt ugly van that looked like he got drug out of the bottom of the lake. You know what I mean? The dead bodies pulled out of it, scrubbed down, cleaned real good, and then resold back to my dad for cheap, And then, hey, there's this cool nifty feature to it too. It's got satellite or something like that. James Adair, Wolfpack, what's up, brother? Much love to you. Thank you for joining. And so Dad was running his business out of this van, right? Oh man. And there should be some kind of statute of limitations or some shit right here, right? So my dad, he he had a couple of buddies that they almost pulled the whole King of the Hill thing. I swear to God, man. They would sit out in front of my next door neighbor's house. His name was Larry. And they'd have them a bonfire going, and they'd sit there and drink their beer. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. My dad, Larry, and another guy, I forget his name. I think his name was Robert. We looked just like freaking Freddy Krueger. Looked just like Robert England. Even dressed like Robert England, like Freddy Krueger for Halloween that year. And so, anyways, man, but they weren't just they were out there scamming and scheming and plotting. You know what I'm saying? And my dad was always about that dollar and shit. You know what I'm saying? Making that extra money however he could. Oh my God, dude. Oh shit. Oh man. Blue Wolf Boy, much love to you. Aiden the Phantom, much love to you. Says Charlie, I'm sorry what you went through with your brother. And I believe you and you're telling the truth. And I don't believe what Michael said about you. And don't believe Kim or Jennifer. They are liars. Oh man, thank you. I appreciate that, man. That is an awesome Christmas present for me. Either early Christmas present or a late birthday present for me. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Every time I hear that, it's just kind of it makes me feel better, bro. It makes me feel less dirty. You know what I mean? Like these lies and these accusations, man, like they weren't just designed to hurt. You know what I mean? They were also designed to sully. You know what I mean? And to disparage. And this is why I was wondering, if this Roasted Studios woman had a case and won this case against Michael, that perhaps I would have a case against Michael. If anybody had a case against Michael for harassment and threats, you know what I'm saying? It would be me. And not just that, but also defamation. And the way that they accused me of beating my father. And, well, we don't need to go in, but everything that they did and said. You know what I mean? And I wondered if perhaps that there was something I can do, being that this person claims that they had won some type of lawsuit or something in this vague YouTube video against, Kid Behind a Camera. But the more I watched it, the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, like this person's probably just lying and that there's really not anything that I can fucking do about it. You know what I mean? Jeremy Gerber, have a great night. Thank you for joining. So, And I mean, like, how much? I mean, is it worth it? Like, if I were to win, what? I wouldn't want money. I would just want my name cleared. Like, I'd want some sort of like public apology type deal. You know what I mean? To me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never been about the money. If I was about the money, man, this shit would have been, over and buried a long fucking time ago. You know what I mean? I'd have let them, you know, say and treat me and use me however, and blackmail me and shit. This is more to it than money to me. So, not that, not that there'd be much that could be done probably in a court of law, I guess. Anyway, like I say, I was involved in the lawsuit, or not the lawsuit, but it was a defamation case between Michael and Tuna, you know, in which Michael only won because Tuna gave up the case. Remember, I told you all. I just lost what I said. I started reading comments and I totally lost what the hell I just said. What did I just say? Blowing my mind, man. All right, just skipping stones. Here we go. He's got a little clarification for me. He says Charlie says Mayhem says what the fuck. Just skipping stones says what Roasted was saying is that she sued the people who started a fire that caused her to lose everything, including her animals. When Pickles and 550 found out about the fire, okay. So I mean, what the fuck? She's crazy. Like I said, this bitch is crazy, dude. Let me tell you a story about Roasted Studios before I get back to my Christmas story. So so Roasted Studios, like I say, she's been going after the Green family for years. Who knows how fucking long she's been going after them. She caught the attention of a couple of bigger YouTubers before. She sent every bit and piece and scrap of information and what she believed to be, damaging evidence of abuse, against Michael and Grandpa. She has sent that to every authority, every fucking probably news outlet, you name it, and no traction, nothing. She sent it to DSS, local authorities, nothing. She's one of these people who just feel like she's one of these over indignant Karens, I guess you can say. That whenever she feels something's wrong and needs to be rectified, I'll give her credit that she's quite tenacious, but her tactics are just as scummy as like those of Isaac's. I'll tell you what, guys, whenever I didn't even know who the hell this bitch was, right, until I moved in with Dad. And then I seen a video and I listened to a couple of videos of hers, and she's got a very distinct, voice, I guess you could say. And it kind of stuck with me. Kind of have an ear for voices. And so I'm sitting there playing PlayStation. I move in with Dad. I start hearing about this bitch that's going after Dad, Michael, trying to take Dad out, calling him, harassing him constantly, video after video after video. I don't see how the hell this woman claims that she won a case against Kid Behind a Camera whenever she was the one daily doing videos harassing Dad and making fake accounts and going after them and sending all this shit to DSS and the news and every fucking where, and on a daily basis while they're just doing their videos, because she feels that there's been, a wrong that needs to be righted, and like I say, if there was, she's just like Fatty. She's just like Isaac. Like I say, Isaac always says this shit about people, but whenever it's challenged, take it to authorities, get something really done about it. Then it just sits on the shelf. These are the type of people that would rather sit there and talk about what they feel is wrong and right rather than going and seeking that final justice to which everybody is granted and everybody is owed and deserves. And when you can't find that in which to get gratitude and satisfaction out for yourself, well, that's whenever you go to the whole social justice and just continuing to grind your narrative. You're forcing your narrative, taking that damn Phillips and trying to stick it in that damn flathead, trying to make it work. And that's what this woman was doing, the pop daily. So, anyways, she decided. I made a channel. You were all everyone was like, Charlie, make a channel. We want to see more of you. We want to see behind the scenes with Grandpa. You know, we love it. You know, we can't get enough of this fucking family. You know, so fuck it. I went ahead and made me a channel, and damn it, I started gaining traction. Shit, next thing I know, I had 50,000 subscribers. You know, everybody wanting to play GTA with me. I remember I'd signed into GTA, bro, and we would just, bro, I would fill lobbies. We'd have freaking 20 people. You can't have it like 25 people, almost 25 people per lobby, something like that, 25, 30. Out of 20 of them would be all angry grandpa and just and people hating. Fans and haters, you know? Mostly fans though. And then this woman came in and started talking shit. Ace Man says Roasted Studios, aka Norma Bates. Man, she was trying to hobble me, bro. And she did, man. We're playing. I was playing one night, and all of a sudden somebody started talking shit, man. Where GTA is one of those games where you kind of talk a little bit of shit, but then like I started, I heard this woman started talking shit to me, and then it took me a second, but then I realized like, hey, I noticed this voice. And I'm like, I called her out, and damn lo and behold, she didn't fucking deny it neither. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. You think that you got everybody, and everybody's all cussing her out, telling her to go to hell and shit, you know? Swear to God. And then there was one point that it was just me and her that was going back and forth. I was like, everyone, shut up. Hush up. Let me handle this, I was gonna give this woman, the floor to say what she had to say. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm man enough to square up and say, yo, what the fuck? What you got? What you got? What you got to say? Let's talk. Let's go ahead. Let's get it out, And I swear to God, this woman starts acting like I called her on the phone. Like I can't remember where the conversation. It wasn't really going anywhere. It was just her calling dad an abuser and shit, And then she's like, "And how dare you call my phone? How did you get this number? Please stop calling. Don't ever call here again." And then she acted like she was quiet for a minute. I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh," it started to dawn on me as she picked up. She started saying hello. She started saying again, "Hello, hello. Well, why are you calling me?" And that's whenever I was like, "Oh no, hold up. No, I am not calling this woman on the phone. This is happening on PlayStation right now." And this woman is trying to frame me into saying and making it sound like I called her on her phone. Everybody here listening, say something. And then everybody, boom, chimed in. "Hey, bitch, go to hell. You can suck my left nut, lick my ass, you dumbass, old ass bitch. Get off fucking PlayStation. You don't belong here. You rat ass narc calling bitch." Yada yada for like a good 2 or 3 minutes, bro. Everybody was just dumping on her ass. Doing just the worst, nastiest insults that they fucking could, And then just like it was like everybody just they talk themselves fucking hard to tell ass bitch. And it got real quiet for about 3 or 4 seconds. And all of a sudden you heard, "Stupid bitch." It was it sounded like a fucking 4-year-old, dude. I'm not even kidding you, dude. It was like, "You stupid bitch." And then just everybody, boom! Just it was like the funniest fucking thing we heard, dude. And then she went crazy, dude. She was like, "You motherfucker!" Just yeah. And that was my very first interaction with Roasted Studios. How about that shit? Her trying to blackmail, or not trying to blackmail. I mean, what do you call that? What how would you describe that? What the incident in which took place? She tried to fabricate a phone call through the PlayStation Network. Rebecca Spratling said that would be fraud. Sound like fraud? Oh man, that story, man, got me a little thirsty. Oh man, yeah. Eddie Cagle says Fram. Kai Baby says whack job. Rachel Lynn says 100% fraud. Slander, extortion. I don't know, man. Who knows? Perhaps she would have tried to extort me had I been like, "Oh, please, no, don't, no, don't use that, and don't try and hurt my public image." Imagine me doing some shit like that. You think she would have been like, "Okay, I won't do that if you go and do a video with me saying that your dad of it." I said, "You can have the I said, you can have the great value apple juice, and there's a gallon of it. I'm gonna drink I'm gonna drink this juicy juice, and it's good, man. It costs a little more, but you know what I mean. It's tasty. You know, say it only costs $1 to go fly first class. $1 more to fly first class. I guess I should say. Lagging. Hopefully, it cuts away so we can get back to business here. I was sharing with you all my Christmas story. It's kind of bad, but I mean, it is what it is, man. So anyway, man, oh man, oh my God, maybe I'll stop telling that story. Maybe I will. I'll end that one. Oh man, yeah, but yeah, so like, yeah, we'll stay on point here with Roasted Studios. Let's get back to here. Let's get back to Roasted Studios. Let's hear what this person has to say. She made 2 videos. Lawsuit, kid behind a camera. Take a look here. You'll see some thumbnails. How clever. Michael the King. Michael the the King Tuna of the YouTube Matrix. He kind of looks like a float of Ham, evil Ham from Toy Story. You got a friend in me. You can just see him kind of floating through Times Square. You got a friend in me. Doesn't he kind of look like, what's that guy's name? Pork Chop? Ham? The pig from Toy Story. All right, so anyways, let's listen here.
Joining me. Be sure to hit that like button.
No.
A couple years ago, welcome back to Roasted Studios. Thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to hit that like button. A couple years ago, I survived a fire that killed almost 100 people, and it also killed my pets, and I lost everything that I owned.
Okay, let me stop.
Kidbehindacamera's Monopoly found out about this, and they attacked me, harassed me, stalked me, blamed me, gaslit me, and they tried to bring me down by blaming me for this fire, blaming me for killing my own animals, saying and getting other people to believe it within the audience. And then those people would come and attack me. Long story short, I have an itemized receipt because I told my lawyers about this, and I put this harassment that I received, because make no mistake, there was harassment. I put this harassment in my lawsuit, and I got a sizable amount. And that's all that I can say due to this harassment. Quite a sizable amount. I feel very appreciative that my lawyers listened to the video of me getting harassed and abused online. They took it seriously. They apologized and said they could not believe that somebody could be so vile and disgusting, especially to a survivor of such a horrific incident. I just wanted to share that with you guys today because I did get a sizable amount, and I feel very appreciative. And don't let anybody step or stomp all over you or make you feel like anything is your fault when it's not. Don't ever let anybody gaslight you and fall into a false reality when you know that it's not your fault and that you deserved more. And thank you to my lawyers. Take care, guys. All my love. Roasted Studios.
Okay. So what I've gleaned from this upon my second taking, maybe it's my third listening, I don't know, is that she actually had some horrific incident that she suffered, that apparently she suffered some sort of psychological damage from it. She was entitled to some sort of compensation. And upon her itemized list of pain and suffering, she added kid behind a camera. How the fuck can you? This guy bullied me. That, you know what? I don't see how that has anything to do with her situation in which so many people passed away. I don't see where an insurance company would take that into account whatsoever. It has zero bearing. And personally, let me tell you what, personally, Roasted Studios, I would find a little more traumatic experience from my friends being burned to death and whatever sort of structure fire that you are referring to. 120 people, you claim, as well as your own pets and shit. And you're saying that Kid Behind a Camera and them caused the trauma, whatever the fuck. It wasn't the fire itself. It wasn't the people that passed. It sounds to me like she did a video. It sounds to me like she won a judgment in a very tragic incident. And then she went ahead and used that tragic incident and those winnings to make a video for YouTube to once again attack Kid Behind the Camera. Now, I'm not sitting here taking up for Michael like in any sort of way because, you know, we're still not seeing eye to eye. You know, this isn't me trying to kiss his ass. You know what I mean? But like I said, I will always tell you, you know what I'm saying, how the fuck I feel. You know, whether if something's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's fucking wrong. And I don't see where in this video whatsoever, and in her vague story, where Michael and Isaac, they really had anything to do with, like, people suffer through shit every single fucking day. Every day people suffer through shit, and unfortunately they have people kind of attack them for that. You know? How many kids lost parents to 9/11? You know, and have had other kids at school use that shit against them, bully them for it. You know what I mean? I know it sounds, you know, deplorable and unthinkable, but I've heard stories of it happening. Pete Davidson, case in point, would go on to learn to laugh at that kind of pain and create comedy out of that tragedy, you know, and that he lived, you know, through, you know, the anger of other people. You know, you deal with it. And these people that got settlements and shit, you know, from the 9/11, the towers, whatever, you know, people are still trying to get taken care of from that incident, you know, but they're not, you know, they're not being like, if there's any judgment that's awarded on to them, it's not what's being said, you know, by mean fucks out on the street doesn't hold any bearing to that whatsoever. Am I right? The court of law or the mediators, the arbitrators, or what have you, might have looked at that item on the list and be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry that you went through that. Unfortunate. It sounds terrible. It sounds horrible and deplorable. And hopefully that this compensation will help you, you know, sleep a little better at night, and not have to worry about this." But you know, they didn't give a shit. You didn't even have to put that down on there. That bore no resemblance whatsoever, or should I say, no significance whatsoever in your judgment. What do you think? Am I right? Kitty88 says 420 viewers. It dropped real quick. You know, it's funny though, huh? 420, man. Aiden Cody. Hey, Charlie, yesterday was my birthday. Also, I just got on. What's happening? Happy birthday to you, man. We're on here talking about a lawsuit with Kid Behind a Camera, supposedly. his bullying and shit was a contributing factor, but which I highly doubt. I question. What do you think? The pain and suffering to which this woman received compensation had zero to do with outside interference. Had everything to do with the incident in which took place. It sounds to me like Roasted's using these deaths of 100 people and her animals. I want to talk about gaslighting. I want to talk about manipulation. Bad sport, much love. Brother says, how's it going? It's going great, man. We just bought ourselves a brand new fucking pickup truck, guys. Did y'all see the picture? Show y'all another one. Boom! Got us a damn your XLT 4-door. Goodbye. Jet. Man, this is fucking balling. Oh my God. I can't believe it, dude. Like, I am so happy and thankful and just, let me tell you what, man, like, it's, I'm lucky and blessed. Like, there's, this feeling, these gifts has not gone past me, that, I don't feel like I deserve any of this. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take it for granted. We've worked really hard to get this far, but this is just us getting the truck, man. You know what I'm saying? This isn't paid for cash. We got to continue, to get up and go to work, do the right thing, and build our lives upward and forward. You know what I'm saying? If we want to keep stuff like this, it's one thing to get a truck like this. It's quite another to keep it. You know what I mean? There's been many vehicles and stuff in my family's lives, you know what I mean, coming in and out, that were nice, but they weren't around long. we screwed around and missed a couple payments and it's gone, So, I'll be thankful. I'll celebrate a little bit, but I'll also be forever cautious, man. Oh, there's the sticker price. I don't know if I want to show y'all. I won't show y'all the sticker price. That's stunting a little bit, but it, yeah, it's nice. We can, we love it. We're gonna treat it right. We're gonna be able to start going many, many other places too. So, hell yeah, thank you all, man. I love it, man. We needed a truck too. Like I said, check us out, man. Like, we needed a vehicle to get to Florida. And also whenever we go camping or anytime we go camping or when we go on vacation, the Jeep is just a little bit too small, So we needed something just a little bit bigger. Had to put a little bit down. Like, I only had to put like $500 down. Not like we only had to put 500 down on it. I don't want to give too much of my information away, but yeah, I only had to put $500 down on it, and hell, for us to get a new transmission would have been 3 times that much. You know what I mean? For us to get plane tickets, to Florida and back would have been twice as much. Silver Surfer says, "Hey Charlie, I'm back. Tell the Pineapple Express." Man, I'm like juggling like 3 stories at once right here. Oh man. Oh shit, the Pineapple Express, man. All right, so oh fuck, man. How many stories do I got going on here? I think I abandoned that one Christmas story with Dad. I don't wanna disparage the old man. I don't want to give Roasted Studios anything extra to go after Dad for, quite frankly. You know what I mean? Let the old man fucking rest, you damn bitch. Anyways, let's check it out. So that's what she had. I'm gonna tell the story in a second, man. But let me just finish up this quick lawsuit thing, with Kid Behind the Camera and Roasted Studios, which is non-existent. There wasn't a lawsuit involving them, per se. She itemized them in her claims, to which she was compensated otherwise. Nikila says, "Charlie, do you hate Tina?" Yes, fuck Tina.
Welcome back to
I heard that she wasn't too. Oh, she wasn't too thrilled with my or she wasn't too thrilled with my impression with her, Bo. She was gonna fly on over here with her flappy ass tongue and beat the shit out of me, Bo. Fly on back on over there and then take me a couple Adderall, Bo. Whatever. She can be mad. All right, so check it out. All right, here we go. 7 hours ago. How you like that, guys? I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you, Charlie. All right, how I finally got what's coming to me, quote unquote. Thanks, kid behind a camera.
Roasted Studios. Be sure to hit that like button, and thank you so much for joining me today for Spreaker. I wanted to quickly clarify to the audience that I didn't sue Pickle Boy directly. I sued the people responsible for starting the fire that took everything from me, and then added the harassment that Pickle Boy's flying monkey put me through to my claim.
Monkey?
And that's when I was compensated for pain and suffering. And I hope this helps clear up how I was receiving money due to Pickle Boy's egregious behaviors and how he was using his friends to harm innocent people. Now, stay tuned for the evidence I submitted to my lawyers, and be sure to hit that like button.
She kind of reminds me of like Angela from The Office. Remember whenever they were having the two office parties? You know, Pam and Karen were having the office party over here, the alcohol mixer, and then Angela was having her Nutcracker Christmas over here. You know, and while Pam and Karen were going to announce, you know, their party was starting, Angela comes over here and it's like, I have information regarding your checks. You know, it's like it's what Roast is doing here. She's like a fatty. She's just like a pig. She's just like a damn pig popper. I've got more just bullshit of nothing coming at you. This will be 3 fucking videos that she has made about Michael. And he hasn't fucking him and her have 0 damn history together aside from what she has done to insert herself into you know, into their lives, you know. Like if she has been harassed and bullied in any sort of way, it's because she put a fucking target straight on her fucking back. You know what I'm saying? You just don't jump into the fray. You just don't jump into the war zone talking shit and then back away holding your fucking head, getting hit like, what did I do? What did I do? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing with fucking Tuna. I love how she loves to play the fucking victim card. They're harassing me, Bo. To fucking typing with her lips. They're harassing me, Bo. But she, you know, she's so quick to jump out here and talk shit. Tennessee Vols fan, much love to you. Thank you so much, brother. Says, I'm glad you're doing good. Like watching your channel. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Like you guys, y'all saw me do that earlier on in my experience with Michael and them. They keep harassing me, yada yada, and I kept coming back and responding, but I was also pointing out that they were harassing. You see, I don't do that shit no more. I say bring it on. I've got more fucking bombs for you, bro. I don't do that shit, man. Big bucks. That's some coward ass bullshit. And MT Mayhem says Sam Kennison impression, Charlie. Ah! Tuna stink fucking pussy! I've never seen it have that fucking gut right there. So you can reach on down, lift that fucking leg up like an inbred fucking Persian cannon. Ah! Just the fucking thought of it makes me want to bust a fucking blood vessel in my goddamn head. Ah! Oh my god, I'm going. There we go. Woo! I don't want nobody to call the cops and think that I'm being murdered over here right now. That's a hard one. Dougie in the house, Uncle Dougie. Mwah. Oh man, much love to you for joining, Uncle Dougie. That's Tuna, bro. If I could reach down to my own stink fat damn gray twat, I'd give it a twister twirl of a lick. You ever seen Twister? Well, I'm going to hell and hunt for my own cunt. And that's my goal for tonight. Oh, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Woo! Oh, yeah. So anyways, we roasted Studios. Come to find out she's using a very tragic incident in which 150 people passed away, and including her own animals, and trying to point blame at Michael. Using Michael once again. Like I say, I do these videos and I go to battle with Michael and Isaac on a daily fucking basis because I've got every right to. These fuckers tried taking so much from me, bro. It's on. You know what I'm saying? You're different. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? You jumped into the mix and then you fucking got your ass whooped and start crying like a bitch. Nikki's Charlie, do you hate Bright? Who? Star Bright. No. I don't like her, I guess. I don't really know her. I know that she's part of Slav Mob. She's part of Isaac's Slav Mob. Fucking bitch. She just does what she has to do so she don't get doxxed. You bitch. Oh, man. Charlie, can you do a podcast? I mean, I don't know. Is that what this is right now? I don't know. I thought about like maybe trying to figure out some kind of thing. Maybe getting Erica involved. Sometimes I laugh at our conversations, man. When me and Erica, we talk and shit. We're so different and shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think that it'd be nice if we did like a podcast where you would get both of our perspectives, you know. But then we'd have to do a little bit retooling, you know, angles and separate mics and chairs and stuff. So, yeah, Silva, you here, bro? He wants to hear the Pineapple Express story. I got to tell this one real quick for you, bro. Are you in here for me, man? Where you at there, Silva? So, anyways, the Pineapple Express. When did the Pineapple Express come out? Let's have a look here. Pineapple Express, 2008. A lot happened in 2008. Did it come out in the summer? It came out August 6th, 2008. So I remember that that night not so very clearly. You know, it started out on, it was a Saturday, and I didn't have any plans, man. So I started drinking early, dude. About noonish. You know, I think I might have had to work, so you know, stretching 1 o'clock, I was drinking, you know. And so by 9, 10 o'clock that night, I was good and fucking hammered, man. I don't know how much longer I've got left to even stay awake. I'm all fucked up. Nothing happening, playing my Xbox. And my uncle's, I was living with my uncle, and I'm staying in the spare bedroom, just kind of fucking playing my Xbox, getting drunk. Falling all over shit. And then I get a phone call. Well, I was working for a paint company at the time, and I actually had a damn a business phone. You know, they actually bought for me and shit. So I mean, I actually had a cell phone at a time when they were kind of rare. Not everybody had cell phones. Hey, what up? You know, and it's Michael wanting to know if they can get a ride to the movies, because I guess their ride fell through. Aunt Debbie wasn't going to take them. They decided they wanted to go at a midnight release of Pineapple Express. And you know what I'm saying? I lived in this permanent hazy bubble of alcoholism and drugs. You know, there was always a certain oblivion, you know, a thin membrane of oblivion between me and the outside world, current events, you know, new movies and music and shit. I'm too busy listening to my CDs and watching my old DVDs and shit. You know, I can't afford cable. You know, I'm not listening to the radio. I'm doing my own shit. Pineapple Express, the fuck is Pineapple Express? You know, he's not even here to listen to this, but he'll have to rewind it a bit. So anyway, I'm like, fuck it, but don't ask me to do anything, when I'm wasted, because let's do it. Hell yeah! I want to climb the Statue of Liberty, buck ass naked, suction cups on my weenie and on my hands. I'm like porno Spider-Man. Let's do it. Web slinger. Choo, choo. Man, anything you want to fucking do, I'm down. So Michael's like, you want to take us up here to the damn movies at midnight? And I'm like, hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah. What are we going to see? Before Michael can even get it out of his mouth, I'm like, fuck yeah. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Fucking apple. Yeah. Pineapple fucking express. Fucking love pineapples, bro. I got some pineapple you want. What is it about? And he tells me smoking weed. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm jazzed up, man. I'm ready to pineapple. But I'm not jazzed up enough yet, because like I said, up until about 10 o'clock that night, man, like I didn't have any plans, you know what I'm saying? So I was all geared into, just stumbling and falling over until I just eventually went to sleep. That was pretty much my nightly cycle. That's how I slept at night. I gotten drunk until I passed the fuck out. And that was my plan for Saturday night. It was no different. Why should it be any different? So I'm kind of on like the downward kind of slope of the mountain, but they call and they say this, man, boom, it's back on. I rush to the store, man. I like drinking Schlitz, guys. I like drinking malt liquor. I like drinking the shit that's high gravity, 8.5% or more is really my thing. So I go back to the store and I get me another 4 or 5. Boom! I know what stores to go to. It ain't gonna fuck with me, even when I'm fucking hammered out of my mind. And get back to my night, man. Doom. Pounding, man, snorting, smoking, and just the usual, getting myself back up. We got a midnight movie to watch, And yeah, rolling, lo and behold, man, I made it, man. Like I'm trying to keep myself up, until fucking 11:30. The movie theater wasn't far away, I made it, man. 11:30 rolls around. I go to pick up Michael and my cousin Jessica from my dad's house. Now, Dad and them are staying at Uncle Bobby's old house. My man and Papa's old house. The house that they would, leave behind in Trailwood. And it was just right around the corner from Uncle Bobby. He literally got a trailer right around the damn corner, cut through people's yards, and you're at Grandpa's house. So I just ride around and I pick them up, and hell yeah, man, Pineapple Express, woo! Michael and Jessica kind of give each other a look like, they're like, shit, we don't want to have to deal with Charlie, but we really want to go see this fucking movie, So man, and we got to deal with a drunk Charlie too. Sober Charlie, we love him. Just like my dad said, sober Charlie is one of the nicest people, the coolest people you ever know. But drunk Charlie, and he's not the only one to feel that way. Rightfully so. So Michael and Bridget are like, man, we're just gonna have to bite this bullet, to go see this damn movie, And hell yeah, man, we could be all right. And off we go. Psh, fucking driving the company vehicle, cracked open a cold one, bro, right there. I'm driving, man. Boom. Trailwood had a speed bump every fucking 30 foot to deter drive-bys. It was so fucking bad out there. And I'm not even kidding about that. And so anyways, man, boom, man, my fucking beer sloshing and pineapple. Blah, 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 woo, pineapple, yeah. What's up, guys? Turn this music up. And oh my God, dude, Silver Surfer, I love you too, bro. I'm telling you the story, man. You might need to rewind in a little bit. Man, MT Mayhem says, Budweiser, Bud. What? I don't think, I'm not so sure that the Schlitz was actually made by Budweiser. It might have been. I don't know. Anheuser-Busch. As a matter of fact, you know what? It's made by Busch. Schlitz is, and I might be able to look that up, but yeah. So anyways, man, bro. Like these guys are now trapped in. It was a Chevy 1500 single cab, extended bed. You know, because we delivered paint. Man, we had to be able to fit fucking sometimes 80 goddamn 5-gallon buckets of paint in the back of this damn truck for our deliveries. You know, try to maximize our payload. You know. And they're stuck in this damn front cab with me. Yeah, woo! You know, like I just left a fucking bachelor party or some shit. And off we're headed to the movie theater. And it was a really nice movie theater too. If y'all have seen, you know, the videos, and you know, I'm sure you have, you know, Michael's videos. You know, it's got the big fucking neon matinee front, almost like old school. You know what I'm saying? If you got you a good buzz going on, man, when you pull up to this thing, those neons just hit your eyes and just whoom, just open them up, you know, and everything's just washed in just this crazy glow of damn translucent color, and you know, people moving and shit, and it's just everything feels good, you know. It's all like it's happening, man. Like you're a part of something, something's going down, you know, and bro, I was excited to be a part of it. Somehow I don't know how the fuck, but somehow I managed through the initial ticket purchasing process. Um, I didn't stay in the truck like, you know, like maybe I probably should have, but I didn't show my ass, you know, on the side. I didn't go up to the kiosk and purchase the tickets. I sat out near the road and kind of smoked me a cigarette and to try Michael. I think Michael was actually telling me, calm down, Charlie. Let's just relax. You know, Michael's really good about you know, calm me down. You know, he didn't really like the drama. And imagine that shit before the YouTube channel and shit. Michael didn't really like the drama. Michael was the one that would try and, you know, he'd try to be the peacemaker. You know, and then if he couldn't be the peacemaker, well, then he was like, "Fuck you." Well, fuck you then. Well, goddamn, fuck you. I tried. You know, kind of like Stewie or some shit. You know, or Cartman, or not really Cartman. Stewie. Well, screw you. I tried. You know, but yeah, you know, like he had, and he had a way. He had a way of calming me down, just like this. So fucking weird, guys. Just like he has a way of damn. He had a way of boosting me up and fucking getting me going all nutso. You know, he also had a way of damn calming me down. You know, if you know how to work somebody up, you damn sure know how to calm them down. Am I right? So we were on that level, and yeah, so I calmed down. I was relaxed. I was acute, and doop 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 on we walk on in. Great, you know. But then I guess I don't know what it was. You know, you slowly got to reel me back in. I'm like one of those dogs that, you know, you're slowly letting off the chain. You know, he tries to get a little bit further. And you're like, oh hey, come here, Charlie, come back, boy. You know, and he comes back in. Hey, how you doing? I'm back. And then you look away and he's going a little further. And hey, Charlie, come on, boy, come back, Charlie. You know, and then you look away and the next thing Charlie's gone. That dog's gone. You know, well, I mean that was me. And I guess I started reeling out of control a little bit. They were like, they're gonna go upstairs, they're gonna get the seats, and we're gonna sit at the back. We always sat at the very back, right? So they're up there, and I had to go take a piss, man. You know, I'm drinking. You know, I got to piss. You know, and then for some reason I don't know what it was. If it was my posture, I really don't remember acting a fool in the bathroom, right? But but I remember, so I was like, and I don't normally talk to people in the bathroom. Maybe that was it. I was like, yeah, man. You can tell I was drunk. What you going to see? He's like, what you going to see? It's like, oh, Pineapple Express, man. And he probably thought to himself, fuck, man. He's like, yeah, I'm going to see that too, man. He's like, oh, bro, you're going to be wild. I was like, nah, man, I'm going to be all right. Belfast, Ireland. Much love to Ireland, right out there to you guys over there. The Green Isle, man. Love you guys. And yeah, man, I was like, no, man, I'm good, bro. No, man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Went out and got my drink and my gummies, my Sour Patches and shit. Come back in, I go upstairs, I climb up to the top where Michael and Jessica are at the very back, you know, and hey, what's up, made it, yada yada, you know, I guess maybe trying to be calm, you know, quiet. And um trying to remember how it went now, you know. Starts to get a little hazy for me, you know. I get up there and I got my snacks. I'm like, well, good. And I remember Michael saying that the people in front of me, I was like, what's wrong, Michael? And Michael was like, those fuckers in front of me, they're laughing at me. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Michael? Like, and he's like, Michael's like, we come walking up here and we sat down and the guy kind of looked back like this and whispered to his friend and they started laughing. They don't stop laughing, I'm gonna fucking say something to him. And at this point, I kind of switched gears. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, it's okay, Michael. Like, look, they're not talking about us. They're facing forward. Like we're behind them. You know, they're not saying nothing. It's all right. You know, if they did, they weren't saying anything now. You know, so I was like, don't worry about it. You know, so you know, for some all of a sudden they just kind of just switched around. You know, briefly. You know, and I guess that's what it's all it took for me to kind of have that in my head. You know, and so I guess I started antagonizing these people. At first, also, let's see, I guess I started antagonizing the people a little bit, you know. But at first, you know, the movie wasn't really getting to me. Like I love that movie now. I tell you, I really love that movie a lot. I've watched it numerous times, but the first time I saw it, I couldn't fucking get it. I'm like, is this? It was this new type of action comedy type bromance shit. You know, Judd Apatow was coming out with that. You know that it was kind of breaking the certain mold, the comedy mold, a certain comedy mold that I kind of grew up knowing, I guess perhaps. And I wasn't on board yet. I wasn't able to jump on the train. People are laughing and shit, and I'm just kind of like, what? And so maybe I started feeling left out a little bit. Maybe I started feeling left out of the group or something like that, you know. And that in turn made me started feeling resentful of these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like you ever get like that? You feel ostracized or something. You don't feel like you relate with the majority of people and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then so you start to have anger towards them. You start to have a certain amount of resentment towards the human race because they're confusing or they you don't like. Yeah, apparently you don't like the shit that they like, or could be a mental thing for me, you know. And I guess maybe I was slipping into that a little bit while this movie was taking place. And I won't forget it, man. It got to I sat through this. Gunner York knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Uh yeah, so I guess I fell into that place, you know, and it kind of started I started to kind of reach out a little bit and lash out more, I should say. And damn, I did too, man. Like, so I remember I can pinpoint about when it happened. You know, I was sitting there watching the point where they were locked up in the police car, and he had his fucking foot stuck through the damn the windshield, and they were driving, and I'm like, what the fuck? I remember I even said it out loud. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Really, this movie's stupid. You know, and the guy in front of me, you know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, shh. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't lash back out at first, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I did feel like a certain amount of anger towards him shushing me. You know, even though he rightfully, hey man, shh, come on, give it down, man. Come watch the movie, bro. You know, like and I should have been like, my fault, man. I was drinking too much and I just don't like the movie. Maybe I should leave, you know. Instead, I was like, who does fucking guy think he is? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like literally, I'm like, I started feeling this certain amount of like indignance or whatever. Like, how dare this fucking guy? And I even said something too. I was like, I can't remember exactly what I said. I was like, oh, I do remember. Oh my God. I decided to antagonize the guy a little bit. Kind of, I kicked the chair, like, oh shit, watch out, guys. You know, they're like, kind of look back a minute, you know, and then I'll never forget it. Like I did forget it until I started telling the story. So guys, I really wanted to antagonize him. I said a few things and they just kind of didn't say nothing, you know, like he knows I'm pushing his buttons now, right? And these guys are bigger than me, you know what I'm saying? But when I get to a certain mode, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how big you are. I don't give a fuck how bad you are. You know, I've gotten my ass whooped numerous times. Whooped my first or my last. I'm like La Bamba. Yeah, my first or my last. Fucking teeth busted all the fuck out. You know, kind of like Randy from damn South Park. You know, is that all you got? You know, that's me sometimes. You know what I mean? So, anyways, man, I'm trying to really get this guy. You know, and nothing. He's not taking it. 5 minutes of this shit. You know. Um, Oh, and in the meantime, other people are actually meant. Yeah. In the meantime, a couple of other people spoke up. Like this one girl, she was like, well, why don't you please be quiet? And I told her, I said, why don't you shut up and turn around? Glasses. Like she had glasses. People had shit about them that I didn't like, or whatever they had that I could kind of call them out on. I did, you know what I mean? And like she turned around, she's like, will you be quiet? Will you just be quiet? You know? And I was like, why don't you shut up, glasses? You know what I'm saying? And she turned around and looked at her boyfriend. Her boyfriend didn't say shit. I swear to God, guys. The next thing you know, fucking like a little bit down this way, another female, she turns around. Like, well, why don't you please just shut up or either watch the movie, shut up, or get out of here. You know, and then she had these big old dangly earrings. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, I was like, oh yeah, what you gonna do about it? Earrings? Them big ass, damn hoopy ass earrings. You know, and then she turned around and she looked at her boyfriend, and he actually kind of looked over at me, kind of like, bruh, what? You know, and I looked right back at him. I said, what? Huh? Fuck you gonna do? Bro, oh my God, it's the worst, bro. I said, fuck you gonna do? Bro, I was so fucked up. And he turned around, went back to watching the movie, dude. And his girlfriend was literally like, looked at him. She was like, I can see her fucking her earrings. I can see him now, man, reflecting, you know, off the Pineapple Express, off of Seth Rogen's face, you know, reflecting out of her damn dangly ass hoops. I guarantee you that was the last fucking time that him and her ever went on a date. I guarantee you she's telling somebody about this story once every 6 months. If they're still together, she's every time that the Pineapple Express comes out, she's like, let me tell you about that time. Let me tell you about the time this motherfucker right here hit the Pineapple Express. Let me tell you. Who the fuck is this? Shut up, Ellis. I don't think it's a waste of time. Let me tell you about the time this motherfucker right here got punked out at Pineapple Express. Let me tell you what this motherfucker let a motherfucker say to me. Bro, I'm telling you, I swear to God. So, anyways, he went back and they went back to watching the fucking movie, dude. And I felt good. I was like, yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean, dude, it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. Like I said, I look back and I'm just like, man, I just want to go over. If I was in that theater right now, I'd have walked up and just been like, I'd have did the whole gentlemanly thing. Bing, bing. You know, bing, bing, just like that, you know, because I was such a turd, bro. But I felt like the man. I'm like, yeah, I done punked out this whole audience is punked out. Consider y'all, all y'all consider yourself punked out. You know, if I had myself a rotisserie chicken in foil, I'd have loudly opened that motherfucker up and just broke bones off. You know, tearing tendon as loudly as I could. I was a fucking Viking beast. And mayhem is about to get even funnier, bro. Check this shit out. So, anyways, like, you know, my bloodthirst wasn't slated apparently. After a couple minutes, man, like I'm still just stuck here in my own personally created hell. I've done lost fun. I've done lost fun. Attention. You know, I'm not finding humor in this shit anymore, you know. And yeah, so I decided to poke the shit some more, right? Hispanic says there's more, but wait, like Billy, was that guy Billy from ShamWow or whatever the fuck? There's more. The guy that died, rest in peace. And I say that with a question mark because I can't remember. But wait, there's not anymore. I'm fucking dead. So, anyways, oh man. So I decided to keep going, you know, and I can't even remember. No one was like, I said a couple things. Nobody said anything, you know, like this fucking movie. Who fucking, I'm gonna, you know, this is bullshit, you know. There wasn't no Facebook really or nothing at the time. I'm gonna go to Facebook and type all this shit out, you know. Think about it, this is before Facebook. It was like 2006. This was damn MySpace was dying and Twitter was just, or Facebook was just getting ready to blow up. And so anyways, man, I decided to really get their goose, you know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting and I see it was a real close up of James Franco, you know, with his real pretty smile. Shows, I mean, he looks over at Seth Rogen and he just gives a, you know, one of James Franco's weird, like the Grinch, you know how the Grinch has that weird smile all crooked and just kind of unfolds and shows all them weird crooked ass teeth. Franco hits you with one of those down. Weird, like he's like Franco is kind of sexy, you know, but in a weird Grinch type way. You know what I mean? Like if the Grinch were, you know, a Caucasian that lived in the trailer park, you know, in Trailwood with us, you know, that'd be him, you know. And and I just looked at him, and they were trying to make him look cute now, and I said, I was like, oh, that James Franco man, I'd suck his effing cock. I said, no, I said I'd suck his effing dick, just like that, you know. And dude, that's all it took. That was it. And if I had known that just saying, oh, me saying, you know, acting gay, pretending like I was gay, you know, just I forgot how much the South hated gay people, especially back in 2006, you know. So if I had just known that, you know, if I had known that all it would have took was a gay joke, you know what I mean, to really bust that fucking ice open and let's all just plunge into these icy depths and have some fun, you know, then I would have done that shit a long time ago, man. I probably would have done it whenever he was hitting that worm or something. And then so man, this dude, he stood up. And dude, I swear to God, like he stood up and he wouldn't stop. For one, he was on a riser. Oh no, we were above him. And he stood up and he kept going. He was above me, you know, even though he was standing below me. And he stood up, and as he stood up, he's like, all right, that's fucking it. And he turned around, dude, and he hovered over me, bro. This motherfucker hovered over me, bro, like a Jeep. This motherfucker said, are you gonna keep fucking talking? Huh? And he looked at me down. He was looking down at me like this. You gonna keep talking? Huh? Huh? And I was sitting there and looking up at him. And he thought he had me fucking shook. Looking at him for a second, and then he cracked a little smile. No, he didn't. I don't even think he cracked a smile. I'm the one who cracked a smile. Yeah, he's sitting there looking at you. Mayhem says riser. Yeah, we were at the very last section of the movie theater. Kind of goes down as it was, so that you can kind of, you know, see above everyone's heads and shit. So he was sitting in a row below in front of me, and he's looking at. You want to shut up right fucking now, huh? Huh? And he's looking down at me, thinking he's got me shook. And I look up at him, and I smile. Man, sit your punk ass down, bitch. Just like that, bro. Motherfucking G code, bro. Straight up on his ass. Didn't give a fuck. And this dude, he looked like a fucking country fed big boy fucking redneck. No fucks. Like, you know, like he looked like he could whoop my ass. Like he looked like he had a fucking fist twice the size as mine. He'd have caused some fucking damage. But here I am, liquid courage. You know what I mean? I felt like I've done laid domain over this fucking cinema. You know what I'm saying? And I guess possibly I was gonna be damned if I was gonna get bitched out in front of everybody. You know? And that's a weird thing. When I'm sober, I'll walk away from a fight. Let me tell you, man, when I'm sober, dude, I'll do what I can to avoid confrontation. You know, that's the wise thing to do. That's what keeps people out of jail. That's what's going to help me keep in my truck, keep my job and shit, cool, level heads, you know. But you know, that's the dangerous thing about me and alcohol. When I drink, no fucks, man. So I'm like, man, sit your punk ass down, bitch. Just like that. I was waiting for him. What you gonna hit me? Go ahead. It's time to fight. I'm like, it's time to fucking fight. And I was just about to get up because he stared down at me for like a good 3 or 4 seconds, 5 seconds. And if you know anything about confrontation, you know what I mean? 4 or 5 seconds can feel like fucking 4 or 5 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like time fucking stops. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's like another thing about me. Whenever the shit pops off, you know what I mean? Things tend to slow down, bro. Like, and I'll speed the fuck up. Like, I don't know if you ever, yeah. Y'all, I don't know. Anyways, so I mean, it's like a good 3 or 4 or 5 seconds that we're sitting there looking at each other. I'm sitting down, he's staring up, and it dawns on my drunk ass mind that this motherfucker is a big ass dude, and if he's gonna fucking hit me, I might want to go ahead and stand the hell up. I don't want to just be sitting down, while this fucker is raining down judgment upon me with his fat hammy fist. I'd be looking like Danny McBride. Remember that? Remember how he looked by the end of the movie? Busted ass eyes in the fucking neck brace. Had I just sat there and let this motherfucker take control like I was his boy. So anyways, right as I'm fixing the damn step up and be like, what you want? Push his ass. I would have probably pushed his ass onto a whole bunch of other people down that motherfucking step. What? First thing, you know. But right as I get ready to get up, like I see like a little flash in his eyes, kind of. It's like, I'm telling. I swear to God, just like that, bro. He goes from, why don't you shut the fuck up right now, bro? To, I'm telling. And dude, he turned around and started marching down the fucking steps. And I looked over at Michael. Like, I better get the fuck out of here. I better follow him. So I walk on down, follow him on out of the theater. Well, little did I know, I done screwed it up for Michael and Jessica too. Who were slowly, embarrassingly, begrudgingly following behind. And I was a little embarrassed for a second. You know what I mean? And Mayhem says this is better than Kinnison. I swear to God, man. So I was a little embarrassed for a moment, right? I'm like, as I'm walking down, I'm like, damn it, Charlie, I've got like Butters, hamburgers. You can't do anything, Charlie. You can't go anywhere. A lot of times, a lot of the reason that I stayed home and got drunk is because every time I went out, I fucking fucked up. I've got plenty of damn drunk stories to share with you guys. Huh. So, anyways, man, so I'm kind of embarrassed, man. I'm kind of feeling like Butters, all down on myself for about half the way out of the movie theater. Well, that slowly is taken over by my need, to try and save some sort of face, some sort of dignity, which this is anything but a dignified situation in which I'm trying to find some sort of shred of dignity to which to hold afloat to without looking like the asshole that I am. And but in trying to hold on to that, you feel justified in how you act. You know what I mean? So all that did was make me act, yeah, I didn't do nothing wrong. Fuck this guy. So I mean that whole slow shoulder, oh holy hamburgers, halfway down the damn the ramp to leaving the cinema quickly turned into George Jefferson, man. Fuck that motherfucker, bro. And y'all seen me with my bravado, with my drunken bravado, man, way overblown. I'm like one of those guys that you love to see get knocked out in movies or in home videos of fights and shit where some drunk asshole's acting up, talking shit, and then gets hammered, and you're like, yeah, he deserved it. That's me when I'm drunk. I deserve it. And so I come out anyway. I come out of the lobby, man, boom, 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 and he's right at the main entrance where the guy, the usher takes the tickets and shit, rips the tickets and lets you out. And he's like he's poorly animated, and then he looks up and he's like, there he is, and he's all the way at the front fucking door. You know what I mean? Talking to this usher who is like a 16-year-old kid, still in high school and fucking popping zits. Dan doesn't give a shit. Ain't gonna get in the middle of this fucking what seems to be a steamed situation between two rather large individuals. I'm not large, but I was geared up, straight geared up, ready for it. And so I see him, and I'm like 40, 50 yards away. It's a big theater. And I see him, yada yada yada. About 30 yards coming up there, he's like, there he is, and he points at me. There he is right there, Well, the kid turns around and this older usher, a 30-year-old or something, manager or some shit, a cooler. If Patrick Swayze worked at a matinee, perhaps this would have been the Patrick Swayze, except this guy couldn't fight, or fuck or finger the way Patrick Swayze does. Sorry, Patrick Swayze, I hate to bring you into this. Roadhouse. But yeah, so we're going to have to ask you to leave. They're asking me to leave. I'm walking the fuck out. As I'm sitting there walking the fuck out, saying, hey, fuck you, motherfucker. Well, dude, I've got a lot of cussing going on this live stream. Holy crap. Don't matter. I don't expect this shit to last anyway. But like I said, man, I'm walking out. F you, you mother effer. You really want to take this? Let's walk outside. Meet me outside. We're going to have to ask you to leave. I said, what the fuck do you think I'm doing right now? F all of you. F you, F you, F you, F you, F you. Ain't none of y'all cool. I'm out. You want to meet me outside? We can do that. And otherwise you're a bitch. You know what I mean? And then I stepped outside, and he didn't come outside. He sat right there by the doors, like, and he fucking flipped me off. He started laughing, smiling. This fucking big ass dude started smiling, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's why I'm out here. You're in there." I started getting a little like, man, he kind of scored on me. Kind of scored on me, you know. But then I was like, you know what? They're gonna call the cops if I don't leave. If I'm out here talking more shit, if I don't stop, these guys are gonna call the damn cops. You know, so I did. I stopped. I chilled. I lit me a cigarette. And I mean, I gotta be real with you, man. I was surprised that the cops didn't show up. I mean, I didn't get the crazy, going crazy, throwing silver rods and velvet ropes, silver poles and velvet ropes. I didn't damn whip out my cock and piss on carpet like I've done before in front of groups of people. Didn't piss on my Galaxy S2. Done that before. Uh Thankfully, I didn't throw any blows on this guy. I didn't get my ass kicked that night. I didn't get arrested for DUI. I didn't get the company vehicle taken. And Silver Store, you're welcome. Much love to you. You're welcome, brother. I know you. Yeah, you asked me twice, so I felt I owed it to you. You just asked, yeah, you said you'd come back in an hour, and yeah. So, like I say, man, it's not exactly a very, it's not flattering whatsoever. It's not a very proud story to be proud of. You know what I mean? These are like battle scars for me, though. Quite frankly, you know, at a time when, I mean, you know, I just was pushing it way beyond the limits. You know what I mean? And well, you know, while there are stories like these to tell that are funny, you know, that are shocking, you know, sometimes even unbelievable. Some of you may not even believe, you know what I mean, that story happened, or maybe that I exaggerated, but ask around, man, that's word for word. You know? And and yeah, you know, these are things that ultimately cost me a lot though, you know. Drinking, you know, really took a lot from me. Like I say, I would reach to certain heights, you know, um, that I would lose because of the bottle, man, because I just didn't know how to handle it, you know, on top of whatever sort of mental maladies I may have, you know, I don't know about, that either spurned on by drinking or, you know, that fueled my drinking. Who knows? So, want to share a couple cards with you right here. Steve Carley. Let me send him a message here real quick. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I know I got some more to talk about, you know, Isaac and his old lady. Oh yeah, Isaac is still continuing to smash his current wife all over the internet. Oh my god, it's so fucking hilarious to watch, dude. Oh my god, it's crazy. He's really displaying his his should I say, how should I say, his abusive behavior and his manipulative tactics, quite frankly. You know, now that Nikki's gone, he's constantly going after her, upset. Man, her liking troll comments, following her shit. What do we have here? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, man. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to, get too much into that bullshit. I just sit back and laugh at what happens. You know, I got too much good shit going on right now. You know, an awesome job. It's got us a brand new truck. I'm super happy about that. I would love to go and just stare at right now, you know, but it's dark outside. Let me send Steve Carlio a comment, a message. I'm not done ripping Fatty's ass open by any means. Hey, look at it. Here he is. Here he is. That's so funny. He just sent me a message 1 minute ago. Someone, hope you received them cards. I said, I'm about to open them now. So hopefully he's watching. Listen to me over here belching. I made a pizza tonight. Bought the crust, got the sauce and the cheese, some spicy pepperonis. It was a good pizza. But yeah, like I say, I'm not done. I'm not done giving it to Fatty. Not done giving it to Michael. You know, but yeah, I gotta take time to enjoy and celebrate my own victories as well, right? Oh, I love this one. Check it out. Merry Christmas. It's a Christmas card with a dream catcher on it from St. Joseph's Indian School. This card is prayerfully sent by a friend of St. Joseph's Indian School, a residential facility for Lakota children, Sioux Indians. With God's guidance, St. Joseph's provides an educational, spiritual renewal, and Lakota cultural development. How wonderful is that? I believe that Native American culture, guys, should definitely be preserved and remembered, and I commend this foundation, the St. Joseph's Indian School. There are many of us out there with there's some Native American blood running through our veins. There's certain ancestry that you delve into to I don't know. It says, may beautiful moments and happy memories surround you with joy this Christmas. And it's paired with a Bible verse. I guess this is a missionary outreach for Native Americans. I guess hence the St. Joseph's Indian School. Yeah. Says, but the first of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such there is no law. And these were I don't know. Yeah, these were times that the Indians, they didn't really believe in the laws of man anyway. They had beliefs in many, many gods, spirits. I wonder how they took to the Bible. I'm not so sure. But it's a really beautiful card though. Take a look, man. That's really awesome. That's gonna look really nice on the mantelpiece. We're gonna have to take us a picture here, maybe the day before Christmas, our final pick. With some nice Christmas cards or something. So there's that one, and I think maybe this one. What you saying there, Mr. Mayhem? Oh, okay, he's talking. Mingle amongst everybody. Miss Cottywomple, my friend MT Mayhem. I work with him at Green Heck. He's kind of like my boss, kind of. He's definitely my leader. I look to him for very much guidance, in my new position. So hell yeah. Much love to my dude Mayhem. All y'all show MT Mayhem some love. Like I say, man, he's my Sherpa, along the mountain of adjustable louvers. If you don't know what adjustable louvers are, just go ahead and Google him, type them in, and you'll see what I make every day, what I'm being trained to make every day. And it comes with a really nice pay raise and stuff, and which is going to help me afford to keep this truck, as well as many other things. Guys, let me tell you guys, Erica mentioned something to the sales lady about perhaps a growing family. It kind of hit me. I really didn't know what to say. I'd been messing with her, and bringing it up, for months, baby, maybe even years, over a year, talking about kids and stuff like that. And Erica had said to the saleswoman that, we were looking for more room, a vehicle with more space, because we were perhaps looking to expand our family. So, man. Yeah, dude. I honestly, I didn't know what to say. She was like, "Oh, really?" The saleswoman, she looked over at me. "Oh, really?" And I was like, dude, I probably looked like disinterested because, like, but in reality, I was almost kind of stunned beyond any sort of like expression or reaction. I was just like, so yeah, that'd be cool though. We'll see. Anyways, let's see here. Happy birthday and many more. Take a look at this birthday card. I like that right there. That looks really relaxing. Then you know what's really cool is that I popped the trunk to the Kia and I was checking to see what was in there. I lifted up uh, lifted up the hatch, to see the to where they have the pit. I'm sorry, I can't even talk right now. The spare tire concealed underneath, in the trunk, and there was my fishing pole. It was my rod and reel spinning combo, and I pulled it. I took it out and I put my rod and reel in the back of my pickup truck, and I said, "Holy shit, I've gone country. I like the feel of this. All I need now is my dog." And we're ready to rock and roll, or we're ready to, play some country music. Anyway, Serendipity Sarah, thank you so much. So I said love to you and Erica. Y'all take care. I sent you both a Facebook message. Super happy for you. You're kicking ass on sobriety, loving it. Thank you so much. Like I said, I just hit 17 months. And like I say, man, like I'd be lying to myself if I said that the urges weren't still there. But I mean, it's not the same. It's almost kind of like, an old friend, you know what I mean, that you had memories with, you know what I mean, that you think back on, that you laugh at, but you can't be with that friend anymore. They were there was too many bad times, compared to the good times, if you know what I mean, you know. So yeah, this reminds me of my Ford Ranger. Yeah, my Ford Ranger. I can see me and Erica sitting in these chairs right there with Penny in the canoe. Huh? What do you guys think? Eh? 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 Happy birthday and many more, says uh 3 John 1 2 says, beloved, I pray that all may go well with you and that you may be in health. I know that it is well with your soul. Oh, well, thank you. See that? He's saying that that's where he's trying to tell me that my soul is kind and my soul is well, and he prays that my health mirrors the state of my soul. And I tell you, that's one thing that hasn't been broken, is my spirit, my optimism. I mean, no matter how much bullshit that I've been through, no matter how long they tried to drag me through all the rusty nails and dog shit, you know what I mean? Damn, I still kept that hopeful smile and that will, that optimism in my heart, a smile on my face. It's gonna get better. Things gonna be all right. How many times have y'all seen that from me, man? Even at my fucking lowest, bro. You know? I appreciate it, Steve. Says, hope you have a wonderful birthday that lasts all year round. Yeah. Much love, Stevie, Carly, and April. Have a great Xmas um, with your wife. Have a great Xmas, you and your wife. Yay! You guys are wonderful. Got a couple of signatures here that I can't quite make out. There's a B, and then it looks like an April, and then I see Stevie. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much. And this once again as well is St. Joseph's Indian School. Have a look. Shout out to St. Joseph's Indian School. Like I say, I'm assuming that it is a sort of outreach mission, for Native Americans. Something that I've got a deep amount of respect and admiration for is missionaries. People that believe so much in the word and the guidance of Christianity and the good book. That they are willing to go to places where people, cultures have never even heard of, Jesus Christ, never seen a Bible, because they're afraid for these people's souls. These missionaries are afraid for these souls that don't seem to have a chance at being, saved. And these people believe enough to go out and make a difference like that. So I mean, gotta admire and respect that. Like I said, right now I'm at a I'm kind of in the middle in what I believe. Me and Mr. Mayhem have kind of talked a little bit about it. Miss Cottywomple dropping a buck on me right there. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that. You've always been a kind soul to us. You've had to kind of deal with my bullshit from time to time, and I apologize for that. Immensely, especially because you're such a kind person. You know, and yeah, I kind of feel bad, kind of like waging this war against Michael and Isaac and them, which I will not end, even though I do kind of feel bad about it because it's happening right now during a time of when we're supposed to be thankful for things and sharing love and peace and kindness. And here I am, laughing at, Isaac's family falling apart. You know what I mean? That that I'm calling out Michael and Bridget, for their manipulative behavior and their past, falsifications, and uh it's I don't know. I don't know. Life is a crazy ass journey, and I'm so thankful for all of you guys to for being here with me on this journey. It means a lot, man. Truth Nation says it must be nice to trade that crazy life for a happy life with Erica. It has been wonderful, man. Quite awakening for me, if you will. I mean, how many of y'all? I mean, probably all of y'all have seen me, at my worst. Y'all saw me, with fucking purple mohawk, banging a married woman to stay, to have a place to stay, getting fucked up and posting crazy ass videos online. You know what I mean? Y'all would see me sober, you know, collaborating, with Kid Behind a Camera and Angry Grandpa and some of the greatest stunts and pranks, that on their channels. You know, y'all seen both, but y'all haven't seen me at a level like y'all see me at right now. Where I'm actually out here on my own. You know, making it happen. You know, not being controlled or funded. By family. Not being fueled by alcohol or fear or anger or depression. Y'all see a whole different Charlie right here, man. A whole other level. And I hope that I hope it's an eye-opening experience for you all, that like I said, people can say any damn thing they want, but it's about what you do. It's about what people see. You can say all you want, but if I don't see that from you, I'm not gonna believe it. Straight up facts. And it doesn't take much brains or sense, to or eyesight to look at me now and look at me then, you know, and find that stark contrast. You can tell the difference between night and day. Like Charlie with his mohawk, purple mohawk. Hell, me even when I had my blonde hair, my purple hair, my green hair, living with Dad, pumpkin patch. Much love to you. Thank you. Even when I was living with Dad, doing my own thing and just starting my channel out and shit. You know what I mean? I still wasn't on my own. I still didn't have my own vehicle. I still didn't have my own job. The ability to make it my own, make it on my own in the world. That I was still reliant on other people and family. Varden K in the house. What is up, brother? Much love to you. Hopefully you're doing well. And yeah, well, it's 10 o'clock. So I think I'm going to go ahead and bounce off of here. Ended on a high note. Like I said, there's a lot to be happy and thankful for. There's a lot to spread goodwill and good cheer for. And you know what I'm saying, I definitely intend to kind of focus on that a little bit more, you know. But like I said, the war isn't over, you know, at all. You know what I mean? I'm on top, you know, and I intend to stay that way, you know, and I put up with it long enough with these assholes. If Roasted Studios wants to sit there and talk about somebody being harassed and abused to the point of, you know, mental anguish, well, I mean, look no further than right here. If anybody has a reason to constantly twist the fucking screws, to turn the knife, it's me. If it ain't me, then who is it? Ma'am, drill a hole, stick a screw in. Make it fit, goddammit. Dun, 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 dun. So, anyways, love you, Mayhem. I'll see you at work Monday. Thank you so much for joining. We'll continue the laughs. I'll have to hear about your story. You said it was damn it. You said you said a name of some kind of movie or something. I'll be looking forward to that. Looking forward to that story, man. Truth Nation, much love, man. Have a great night. Cotty Wample, much love to you, Cotty Wample. We got to get together. We're doing our exploration next Saturday, Taylorsville. Gonna be a big, nice Christmas parade that we're gonna be able to check out and blend in with and have all kinds of fun. So if you're down with that, let us know and we'll check it out. Georgia Ann, thank you for that $5 drop right there at the end. You weren't even looking for a sticker to stay on the board. You gave me a 5 dropping out of here. I appreciate that. That's much love to you right there. I won't spend it on any booze. I promise you that. Belfast, Ireland. Have a great night. SJJ, SKSD. Have a great night. Jersey Girl Riviera. Much love to ya. Truth Nation. Have a great night. James Glover, Janet Mateo, Aiden Cody. Happy birthday again, man. Much love to you. Matthew Farmwald, Rachel Lynn. Much love to you. Mini MT Mayhem. Now you the boss, man. You the man, bro. I want to hear that story Monday, bro. William Gabriel, have a great night. Jesse Esselik, we love you, man. Sad Pumpkin, turn that frown upside down, get to smiling again. Nicole April, Phil, Belfast, Ireland. Nicole April, James Lee, Smoke Dog, baby. Gregory Parker, Edgar Garcia, James Adair, Rebecca Spratlin. Much love to you, Colt Bennett, Jesse Edwards. I'm going back in the living room. I'm going to play a little Jason, and then I'm going to watch some more Christmas episodes of WWE. How many of y'all been watching that? Peacock has a fucking WWE streaming on it, and they've got like the best Christmas shit. Right now, I'm watching Mankind versus a whole shit ton of other Santas in a boiler room match. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, y'all, if you haven't checked that out, check it out, man. It's awesome. It really takes me back, and hopefully it takes you back too. Thank you all. Have a great night. Love you all, and you be kind and safe, man. Peace.